Hello, good evening, connections. This is my fourth project for the Sparks Foundation on sports data. Okay, so let's begin. Here we have imported some of the important libraries. This is read CSV method to read the CSV file. Okay, info method is used to get the information regarding each of the column. So there are 21 columns. Okay, in which um, some of them are int and object type. Okay, so here we see that the shape of the data set is this much 17,000 1 lakh 79,078 into 21. Okay, so in which this much is non-null. Okay, means in this column player dismissed fielder and dismissal kind, a lot of data is null type. Since in 1,79,078 there is only 8,000 9,000 approx which is non-null. Okay, so most of the cases are null, so we have to first omit these columns. Okay, so we will use a drop method in which in the parenthesis you have to pass a list of column which you want to drop, and this parameter at x is equal to 1 represent the column, and in place equal to true means the assignment of all this to the same data frame. Okay, df columns will give the column names in which uh, we have uh, we have seen that these columns are replaced. We can't find here filter dismissal and player dismissal. So there is no such columns. Okay, so the code is well executed. Move ahead. You can also see here that there is no such column like a player dismissed or okay, something like that. So let's move. Set index is basically used to keep to have the data frame that has indexed as batting team and bowling team. Means we have the overview of the data um, by taking the index as batting team and bowling team. So here is batting team Sunrisers Hyderabad and bowling team is Royal Challengers Bangalore, and these are the data. Okay, so here the data is about every ball of every match. Okay, so here we see that the ball 1, ball 2 and ball 3. So this is the description of every ball. Okay, and there are a lot of data 1,79,078 into 16, so we don't have so much scope regarding the visualization. Reset index uh, will reset the index as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Okay, and rest will remain same. Okay, so here we have counted the value for each of the batting and bowling team pair. Okay, so there is another way of visualizing the data by value counts method. Okay, so we have imported the second data frame. And out of 75 756 entries, 756 entries, the in the Empire 3 column, most of the cases are null type, so we have to drop this via using drop method. Okay, we have to pass list and all data stuff which we have previously discussed. Drop NA is by default dropping all the rows which have not a number type data, null type data. Okay, by default it will replace all the rows. Okay, so we get this much type data. Okay, so we have cleaned the data by eliminating the null type rows and null type column. Okay, so now here in the data set we see that the data is all about the season, in which city the match has been played, team, and what is the match between the played team. Okay, the toss winner, the winner, and all kind of stuff we have seen here. Okay, so but we have to notice something that most of the data are object type. Okay, most of the cases are object type. So they are, I mean, we can't mm, use bar plot. Since in bar plot, one column is of object type and another one must be of int type, means continuous type, int of float type. Okay, since most of the cases are object type, we have to just count the numbers. So we can only use count plot. Okay, so let's see. We have plotted the winner. Okay, so we have seen that Mumbai Indians wins most of the cases by using count plot. Okay, here we have created the data frame in which the fabulous player is Chris Gale. Okay, who was 21 times the man of the match. Okay, and the most of the matches are played at Eden Gardens and Wankhede Stadium. Okay, a list of the data frame about the stadiums on which most of the matches has been played. Okay, so most probable umpire in this Jodi has been umpired on in the most of the matches. Okay, S. Ravi and R.G. Tucker, Asad Rock and S. Asnani. Yeah. So here is the list about which couple of umpire has been used in most of the matches. So this is the count plot about season. Okay, so in 2013, more than 70 matches had been played. In 2000 means in consecutive years of 11, 12, and 13, most of the number of matches played against the opponent was huge. And after 13, here we see that there is some increment, and after that it has some downfall. Okay, and in 2019, the matches overall matches was less than 60. So okay, so in overall IPL matches, okay, so fielding was chosen by most of the matches, most of the country, and in comparison to batting first. Okay, Mumbai Indians and Kolkata Knight Riders had been winning toss in most of the matches. Here we see that The most of the matches have been played between Kings 11 Punjab and Kolkata Knight Riders. So this is a data frame about most of the matches which has been played against each other. So in Mumbai and Kolkata, most of the matches has been played. Okay, so this graph is telling us about the city at which most of the matches has been played. Okay, and in comparison to the tie probability is very less in comparison to normal. Normal means either any one of the country has been won, and probability of tie is very less. Okay, the correlation between winning by wickets and winning by runs is minus 0.56. So this is not much strong, and also this has negative correlation. Okay, so due to the object type behavior, we can't plot a scatter plot, we can't use a distribution plot. Okay, we have to just use count plot. So due to the nature of this data frame, our scope of the data analysis is very small. So this was all about the EDA on the dataset of sports, okay, of the IPL. So I hope this may gives benefit to you. So thank you.